Storage in my garage shop has improved quite a bit over the past few months, but I still have a problem with sheet goods. They're just lying up against the wall, and I'm constantly having to move them backwards and forwards to use them or to get at things behind. So I followed one of Jay Bates' videos, and he in turn had used the plans from Wood Magazine to make a rolling sheet material cart. The plan called for several 2x4 boards, but I only had two. I did, however, have some 2x10 boards that were left over from a bed build along with some offcuts, so I decided to use those. First I used the table saw to take off the edges and then cut them to width. Then taking them across to the mitre station. I needed the boards to be 15 inches long, and the stop block doesn't actually allow me to cut things that short, but I just used that 20-inch spacer and then set the stop block to 35 inches to get the 15-inch cuts. My saw station really is useful for these sort of repetitive cuts. So with all the short pieces cut to length and width, I then needed to do the same for the long rails. Again, using 2x10 material, trimming off the side first to get an even edge, and then cutting to width. So cutting to the same size as a 2x4, so this would be 3.5 inches wide. So from my two 2x10 boards, I ended up with 4 2x4 equivalents, and then I had one more 2x4 that I could use. And here I'm just cutting these to length. I don't actually have capacity to cut the 84 inches I wanted on the miter saw station, so doing these with a square and circular saw, and I'm just setting the square 4 inches back from the length I want to cut to account for the plate of the circular saw. You can see here the boards are not perfectly flat. There's a bit of twist and cup in them, but for a project like this I don't think it matters. So here I'm starting to make the base frame that will support the cart. And everything's going to be screwed together. I'm using 2.5-inch screws, no glue. Just marking up here to make sure that the screws are actually going to go into the center of each of the 2x4 pieces. Pre-drilling and countersinking to try and avoid splitting the wood. And using clamps to try and hold everything square and flush while I screw it together. So both ends of the platform have 3 of those 2x4 pieces. The reason for that is to allow the casters to have something to attach to. There won't be any casters in the middle of the cart, so there I'm just using single blocks. And then on the front of the base, there's actually a 2x6 attached, so that creates a lip so that the sheet material doesn't slide off the front. Now this particular 2x6 was very bowed. You'll see when I'm screwing this on, I had to put a lot of clamps on just to hold it in place and hold it flat against the rest of the frame. I still ended up, when the frame was finished, with some twist in it. I don't think that matters too much though. When it's weighed down with all the sheet material, I think it'll be pretty flat on the floor. And so that's it. That's the frame finished. I'll now need to get some 3/4 inch plywood to make the uprights and finish off the base.